Hi team, this is Anna, makeup creator, teacher, and educator, and chances are you think that you need to buy something at the Sephora sale that is going on currently, but let me tell you, you don't. You have the perfect routine at home, and so do I. You know what? I figured that I am not going to buy anything this Sephora sale. This is a first for me, so congratulations are in order. I have makeup at home and probably so do you. I already have my perfect makeup routine. I can make my face look so snatched, so gorgeous, so smooth, so flawless in just like 10 easy steps. So let's go ahead and see what I have at my at-home Sephora, pick out all of the good makeup I already have because I don't need anything new, and create a flawless base with all of this makeup. So I already have makeup on my eyes and brows, and the tutorial on this look will be posted. It is so gorgeous, but I just wanted to sit down, pull out some of my favorite products for the face makeup that I already have, that I don't need to buy, that I don't need to repurchase, that I don't need to run for the 15% discount code. Probably I am being like this because I am no longer a rouge. Granted, 20% discount is a little bit more a little bit more nice, but it's still not good enough for me to call it a good sale. Give me 30, give me 40, give me 50. Where's that number? Right? So since I only have 15% off, I'm like, well, that's just not worth it for me. And there's nothing that I particularly am dying to buy. So I figured I'll do a video kind of like a de-influencing you from purchasing at the Sephora sale, because you guys, I've seen all of these hauls, all of these recommendations, and I don't know, they're just not inspiring. Not anymore. Let me know if I'm not the only one. When I posted a little bit about this over on IG, people loved it. They DM'd me that they feel the same way. So I figured I will film a video like this. Hopefully you enjoy. If you still want to purchase something at the Sephora sale, I will be using products that are available there. So even though I'm not buying anything, by all means, you do you. If you want something, go ahead and enjoy yourself and treat yourself. I'm always for that. This is just my personal preference. I'm just skipping this one and we'll see what's gonna happen in the fall. Maybe I'm gonna be rouge again. Probably not because I'm not buying anything, but we'll see. I'm gonna start with the Benefit Professional Primer. You guys, I do have a backup, thankfully. I really love this product. This is just one of the best primers to get rid of my texture. I do have really textured skin, and there is a handful of primers that I love at Sephora that work like this, so this is just the one I kind of gravitate towards a lot of the time. But yeah, I did post a short on my favorite primers. I actually do want to do like an in-depth longer video on my favorite primers because that seems to be a very good topic. People love knowing like good pore blurring primers. Not a lot of creators talk about those, but I know all about those. I had to learn the hard way. Anyways, this is a really good one. You can see by the state of it. And honestly, this is a product that I always repurchase, and thankfully I get gifted it from time to time from Benefit as well, which is super helpful. So yeah, this is a really good one. We are concentrating on the flawless base though in this routine, so I'm going to be using kind of like the products that I know, trust, and love. So the next product that we're gonna go in is going to be the foundation. And I chose the Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable Foundation. I do have a full-on review on this product. When it first came out, I really loved it. This is not your lightweight skin tint type of formula. It is a full-on, full coverage foundation, but it does feel lightweight. It is also really long wear and just so good looking on the skin. I seem to just pick it up all of the time when I need my skin to look flawless. Like literally, that is just kind of like what I do when I'm in a rush and I'm like, okay, I need to grab a foundation or skin tint or something right now, and I need it to be easy and I need it to be flawless, and I go for this one. It is so iconic. I've been loving with what Anastasia has been doing this year. I just posted a video trying out their contours as well. I love their concealer, obviously their new setting spray, all of their eye products. Iconic old eyeshadow palettes and iconic new eyeshadow palettes. Like they just keep going, which I love to see. So yeah, this is a really good one. It does claim to be blurring, but I honestly think that when people say that a foundation is blurring, it's kind of like a scam. I just don't think it's possible. I think the combination of a good pore blurring primer and a good loose powder is what makes a foundation or your base flawless or poreless. And that's exactly what we're going for today. So you saw the primer that I just used, and then this foundation, and then the powder that we're gonna use is going to be an amazing, amazing combo. I look like a ghost. But that's just because it's still, you know, not summertime. I don't have any tan. I'm just a little bit ghostly looking at the moment. We are going to add color to our face, but first let's conceal. Also, a concealer I tried recently by Estee Lauder. Fell in love with it. Cannot stop using it. One thing I will say, I really, really love how I don't pick up a lot of product with this doe foot applicator. It kind of protects me from picking up too much, and so I only use the amount that is on this applicator. Even though it's a large applicator, it doesn't let me pick up too much, and I honestly love it. It stops me from using too much product, and you do not need too much product with this applicator. So yeah, really, really good. Creamy concealer. Again, full coverage. When we're going for a flawless base, we're not going for lightweight. Today, I'm going all in, but it's still going to look nice and natural on my face because I'm going in with thin layers and I'm going in with really, really nice quality products. So yeah. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. The newest, oh no, not the newest I tried, but one of the new concealers in my collection that I just completely fell in love with because a little goes a long way with this one. I only applied a dot under my eye and look at how brightened and nice the area looks. And it just seems to be a really long wear as well. Absolutely love this combo. So, so, so good. Chances are you already have a concealer you love in your collection. However, if you're like low on something, say like your favorite concealer or a product that you use on a daily, if you're low on that and you have a Rouge 20% code, that's when I would recommend shopping the sale, because why not? Might as well take advantage of it. You know what I mean? But me, I'm never low on makeup. So I just don't see myself needing to buy much. You know what I mean? Let's get to contour. We need to sculpt our face. We'll look still a little bit ghostly. And I picked up the Rare Beauty liquid contour. What is it called? Soft Pinch liquid contour. Yeah. So this is in the shade Solace, and I wasn't able to stop using it ever since I got it. I tried a bunch of other contours like the Anastasia one, the Too Faced, the ones that I like, but this still seems to be something that I really, really reach for. I love what Rare Beauty does with their complexion. It's like so, so, so good. So this contour and then the blush that we're using today is also from Rare Beauty, but it's not their classic soft pinch liquid blush. It's also one of their new launches. But look at how generously I apply it, and then it's going to be so, so easy to blend it out. Like you just tap, 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 and it creates the most gorgeous shadow without like overdoing it. That's why I reach for this product, because I kind of like turn my brain off when I do makeup using products like this, because I know that I cannot overdo it, that it's not gonna dry down while I'm blending it, that everything is just like absolutely perfect and stunning, and those are the products I reach for. Honestly, I do feel like I could apply a little bit more over on this side. So yeah, this one, and the shade also matters to me. So the fact that this one is not pulling orange or a red or too cool tone to the point where it's gray, it's just like a really perfect neutral shade for me. And then if I do want more bronziness and warmth, I am going to go with a powder bronzer on top, which we're gonna do a bit later. But yeah, this is just a really nice one. Another product from Rare Beauty that I completely fell in love with are their matte, what are they called? Matte bouncy blushes. This one is in the shade Hope. It is so spectacular and so gorgeous. I just fell in love with this bouncy velvety texture that does not emphasize my skin texture, and that's kind of like all I want in a blush. And I've been using it as a powder blush, but it's not. But I thought because it says matte it is, but it's actually a cream blush. So we're gonna use it before powder application, and I'm actually really excited about it. I'm gonna be using their brush as well. This is their blush brush. It's really, really unique, and I love the way it applies specifically this product. So I'm gonna pick up this shade. It's also kind of like a neutral mauve shade that I typically go for. They have a lot of different shades of this product. Really, really vibrant as well. I have not tried them yet, but I do want to. Like a really corally shade and a red shade. But look at how flawless that applies. Like you will not be able to mess up this product even if you wanted to. It just applies on its own, and like I told you, the first time I tried it, I applied it on top of powder, and still it applied absolutely perfectly, and I didn't mess it up. But yeah, I feel like this is the way to do it. Apply it over a cream base like my foundation, my contour, and then we're going to set everything in powder, and it's truly, truly going to become a flawless canvas. But honestly, I already see it looking so good. I know I do apply too much blush. I am guilty there. I love to over blush, and I have a large blush collection, but once we apply powder, it is going to look so good. This is an unstoppable duo, let me tell you. So perfectly flawless. Now, in terms of a powder, I am also very specific about my powders, and I basically never ever buy powders to test out new powders. The only reason that I'm ever going to test out a powder is if one of my favorite brands comes out with a new powder, say like I did with Kosas a couple months back. Other than that, I will only be using Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder, or like today, Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake Powder. That is all I'm capable of, because I cannot risk to use a powder that is not going to look nice on my skin. My skin is already really textured, and I just cannot risk using a not so perfect powder on my face. That is why I always go back to my tried and true powders, and this one by Huda Beauty is just the best. You just can't get better than that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little makeup puff, this is also by Huda Beauty, and get this powder out, and I'm gonna show you how I set half of my face so that we can see like a clear comparison. So I'm first going to get rid of any of the creasing, if there is any, like under the eyes, just so there is a perfect canvas that we can set with powder. I'm going to use my puff, pick up the powder, and go right underneath my eye, kind of like so, and start pressing away and just setting the under eye area first, and then with whatever's left, going down and pressing, not swiping. You can already see how blurred the skin looks over on this side compared to this side, and it's all because of powder. Obviously, all of the other products are incredible, and the skin wouldn't look like this if I used different products, right? But the powder just sets everything in place and creates that absolutely perfect canvas. So I'm setting this half of my forehead now, and under the nose as well, and the chin area. And I don't necessarily bake. I don't think it's needed. This is a heavy enough, not like heavy, it's lightweight, but this powder is going to set your face either way, even if you don't bake it. And that's why I love it so much. You can see a clear line, a clear difference on my forehead here. This is the before, this is the after. It is completely mattified and blurred, and working together with that primer and with that foundation, this is the combination of all of these products is what is creating a flawless canvas, right? Now, don't get me wrong, when I say flawless, I don't mean the filtered, no pores that you see in your ads when you look at makeup. You know what I mean? I mean flawless in terms of my skin. There's always going to be visible texture because this is real skin and I don't use any filters. But at the same time, this looks way nicer than before. And that's why I love it. So yeah, this is the before. We already have some oils coming through, even though most of the products are really mattifying, but it's just my natural skin type. And then this is the after, matte and blurred skin. And yes, we might have lost some of the color. So I will go in with powder, bronzer, and powder blush once I finish powdering this side of my face, yeah. But I'm gonna film a short video for people who are afraid of powder, because I know there's people out there who are. And I always say that powder is one of the most important steps in the makeup routine, and do not be afraid of it because it really creates magic. Okay, now that my face is set, I do want to bring back a little bit of the color that we lost in the process. I do always use cream products and then powder products on top if we're talking about bronzer and blush, just because I want my makeup to stay on for the entire day or the entire night. And I know that my skin is super oily, so I do kind of need to go with both creams and powders, but you could obviously choose just one of the two. You don't have to do all of these steps. I just do them because I like them. So I'm gonna go for my YSL bronzer. This is truly such a nice product, even though it's super pricey, but it's like, this is a product that is worth it. It's the All Hours Hyper Bronze by YSL, and I think my shade is 2. I use it every single day. Like, this is so good. It's so good. It's just very, very forgiving in terms of blend. And the shade is not orange, which is very, very rare in this country at least. But yeah, I just press it on the areas where we applied contour. And I use a big angled brush for that. I could probably go in with another layer of that Rare Beauty blush, but I pulled out the Patrick Ta in my favorite shade, She's Seductive, just for the sake of the powder blush, because I really, really like how neutral this shade is and how good this powder is as well. It is super pigmented, so I'm only going to apply a little bit of this, and I'm just basically reviving that cream blush. Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. Reviving that cream blush and just bringing a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out. Just bringing a little bit more of the color back to the surface of my face. Okay, now we're there. Now we're there. This is what I'm talking about. It looks so good. I adore all of these products. I'm gonna re-intensify my freckles. I just use a brow pencil with that. And then we're gonna get to setting spray and highlight. Those are just the last 2 steps of our base routine. I think it's pretty fast. I know that it's might be too many steps for some people, but this is just my routine and I am confident in it. When I'm not talking, I can do it in 10 minutes, so it works for me. But yeah, let me do this and then be right back. So to add some glow to the higher points of my cheeks, sometimes I use a powder highlight, but today I wanted to go for a cream. So I pulled out the Charlotte Tilbury. It's not necessarily my like super favorite, but it's one of the best ones for sure. I just don't think that it's better than Tarte or Laura Mercier, but it's a really, really good one. It truly just brings that glow without like emphasizing my texture and making me feel like a grease ball, but it still brings that glow out to the surface and it just looks so natural and so good. I truly, truly, truly love this product. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that. And I always use my finger because I feel like if I go directly on the skin with this, it just doesn't look good and it looks a little bit patchy. So the finger, I figured, has become like my favorite way to apply this type of product. And then finally, we're going to set everything in place. Not every setting spray is the same. I'm gonna say that for longevity, I use like 3 or 4 different brands. Obviously one size, Charlotte Tilbury, MAC Cosmetics, and now the new Huda Beauty Easy Bake Spray. Oh, also the new Anastasia spray is very good. When I want a little bit more like dewiness, not like dewiness even, but hydration, then I go for Dibs Beauty or what else? Like the Benefit or Urban Decay. But when I want the makeup to stay on, like one size or this Huda Beauty Easy Bake, they're the best ones. So since we're going for this flawless makeup that is going to stay on, I'm gonna apply the Huda Beauty. Whew, so good. She did give me a fan, but I can't seem to be using it. I just do this. Okay, and since we're here, let's do a lip combo, because why not? I pulled out the Makeup Forever pencils because they're so iconic, and I know a lot of people repurchase them during the Sephora sale, which I also do think is a good idea because they're not the cheapest product. They're always like also sold out. I have 2. They're both brown. They're both cool toned and brown just because Makeup Forever really does it well. So I have the shade, it's one of the most iconic shades, 506 Endless Cacao, and then Limitless Brown, I believe. Yeah, a deeper brown. I do need to get the Anywhere Caffeine, which is also very, Anywhere, oh, whatever walnut? I don't know. One of those. Whatever walnut is, one of those is like super iconic, and Hailey Weaver likes that one, so it's always sold out. For a cool tone lip, this is like my favorite thing in the world. But Makeup Forever is not the only brand that does this. Half Magic Beauty has a good one and it's less expensive, and also Natasha Denona has an amazing one. And so I honestly, also MAC Cosmetics has a new one called Grayish. Honestly, I more often use those, so I wanted to pull these out just so I use them. So iconic, so gorgeous, so easy to use, and also just like super long wear because these are also designed to be eyeliner pencils. Gorge. I love this so much. I also do have a couple of new lipsticks, but this lipstick is not new. The Laura Mercier Caviar Hydra Cream lipsticks. These, I know the formula and I love how comfortable and amazing these lipsticks are. They did send me new shades, so I decided let's just put one on today. Should we go for like a super light one? I just don't think I can pull that off. We're gonna go for Avenue Montaigne. I'm not sure how to say that. Oh, I just love the look of new lipstick. This is gorge. Wait, maybe we can do the lighter one. So the lightest one is Fifth Ave. Love the names. This one is like a light pink. No, it's not light pink. We can totally do this. This is like a nudie shade. Oh, it's so gorgeous. These are the best, but you can get them at the Laura Mercier website with code Anastasia20 for 20% off at any time of the year. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is stunning. Yeah, I just really love how hydrating but long wear this formula is. One of the most comfortable and amazing lipsticks. I have my favorite shade from their like original launch was Blush Chanel, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna fall in love. I'm gonna fall with Fifth Ave for sure. I already am a little bit. And then we're gonna put a gloss on top. I'm talking about lip products a lot, but I never get to do lip combos, so bear with me. Flawless glosses are my favorite glosses in the whole entire world because they are literally designed for people without filler. They do not go into my lines, and lips are looking like plump and really, really nice. And they also came out with some new shades, like strawberry themed. So this is Strawberry Milkshake. I cannot wait to smell this, you guys. Haven't tried it yet, but again, I know and love the formula. This is to die for. Oh my god, I need to get a strawberry milkshake right now. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Yeah, I have every single shade on the planet of these glosses, and I love them so much. Just look at that. That is stunning. Oh, that is so stunning. All right, let me get myself together and show you the final look with the hair and everything. I mean, this is exactly what I needed to stop myself from shopping the Sephora sale, because I already have all of these gorgeous products to create this absolutely incredible makeup look. Dare I say it, my base looks absolutely flawless. I'm in love with the lip combo, the eye look too. Don't worry, there's going to be a short form tutorial on this look. Just look for the dark feminine cool tone makeup, something like that. That's gonna be the name of it. Anyways, what do we think about the products I used today? What do we think about this base? What do we think about me skipping the Sephora sale? Is that a little weird? I don't know, like, you know, I'm a good customer. I love the store. I have nothing against them, but it's just not inspiring me as a VAB person who has 15% off, and it's just not worth it for me. I don't know. Honestly, the only thing that I was considering picking up is the Sephora collection products, because they have amazing products and you get 30% off there. So that is definitely something I'm still considering. But again, I just don't need any more products in my routine. Anyways, what do we think about this look? I'm going to link everything I used in today's tutorial down below. If you shop through my links, it really help out my channel quite a bit. Thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, I love you all. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Let's be supportive of each other though. If you shopped the sale, I'm really happy for you. You do you. If you didn't and you share the same opinions as me, let me know. I'd be happy to chat with you in the comments. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.